Hey, I hope you're having an amazing day. This is Robin Beasley, and I have a huge confession to share with you, and that is that I am restarting my half marathon training goal. I think at least a third time, if not a fourth. 2 years and 2/3, 2 2/3 years ago, was just after my second son was born. I had told my husband that I wanted to run a half marathon, and I can share later on my inspiration for wanting to, or I guess where I came up with this crazy idea, because I am a 32-year-old mom of 2 kids that used to hate running, that I learned to run actually just before my first son. Well, before we conceived with our first son. I'd had a miscarriage and I wanted to take my mind off of it and changed up the pace and started, I took a learn to run class, and I was trying to count this morning, 4 or 5 5Ks, like not a lot in the last, he's 4.5, so in the last 4.5 years. So anyhow, I've shook off, or I should say I dusted off this goal of running a half marathon, and I've set a date. And so I'm proud to say that today is actually the completion, well, it's the start of week 2 of my training. So no more day 1 training. This is the beginning of week 2, because I was not going to record another video and share it with the world that said day 1. I mean, I wasn't going to care what you thought, because you can have your own opinion, but it was just a mental block, because I've had lots of views of my day 1 training video that I recorded 3 years ago before my son. Well, it was like January of 2013 that I had wrote it down. So anyhow, I'm excited. I just finished week 1 of my plan for my half marathon, my beginner half marathon training. And I'm going to be slow. Well, I shouldn't say slow. I am going to go at my pace. And my husband said this morning, like, what's your goal? You know, what time? And I said, no. Everything I've read is you just need to finish your first half marathon. That's your goal, is to finish. So the race that I have 4 hours. And I know that seems crazy, but I am going to finish that race, whether I walk across, run across, sprint across, jog, skip. Anyhow, I'm really excited just to shake it off, and especially this time of the year. For me, summertime's tough. Well, not tough. It's hot in Texas in summer, and I've become a fair weather runner, aka girl, I guess, because I'm from Canada and I'm used to the cooler weather. But when it gets to be winter down here, the ice in that, I don't prefer running in it. So this is the best time for me that I found, now that we've lived in Texas for 3 years. Coming into the fall is the best time for me to buckle down and to train. And my kids are on a pretty awesome routine with their preschool schedule, and being a mompreneur, it allows me to get some work done, but also squeeze in those fantastic runs. So anyhow, this morning, it's Labor Day, and as a mompreneur and as entrepreneurs of businesses, my husband and I are up working. My kids are with their grandparents overnight, which was an awesome spontaneous surprise. So we were able to run together today. And my goodness, my husband is a pace setter. Oh my goodness, he's way faster than me. But it was good. It actually was my short run today, just a 2 mile. That was part of my race. I run 2 miles one day. I run 4 days a week in this half marathon training. I did it through Runner's World. So this is the book I've been following, and I'm reading through it. Finally, my husband gave this book to me well, there you go, 3 years ago, 3 years ago this coming Christmas, he gave it to me, and I'd read it a little bit, skimmed it, gone through the training plans in the back of the book, and found the beginner half marathon training. So anyhow, that's the one I'm following for the first time finally. So get a plan. If you're shaking it, a dream off of yours to run a half marathon, or maybe run a 5K, or I don't have the clue what your goals might be, but shake off those dreams. This is the most amazing time coming into the fall and Christmas, just getting into a new routine, whether you have children or not, or you're retired. Shake off those dreams and dust off whatever, is really nudging and pulling at your heartstrings. So anyhow, I was going to keep this nice and short, which it's not, but anyhow, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I can't wait to journal, aka video blog along this journey. And my race is not until November, so I'm about 10 weeks out for my race. So that's how many more weeks left I have training I have to go. Have an awesome day. I look forward to hearing what your goals are, personally, financially, professionally, spiritually, whatever that is. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.